So, happiness is temporary. When I was told this, as growing up, and usually growing up, after that, I have heard it a few times, but in my adulthood, but I think, it's not really something people say as much anymore. I would think, or I don't hear it as much. I guess maybe for cultural reasons. But yeah, hearing this growing up, hearing mostly adults saying happiness is temporary, it's kind of usually done as like a way to say don't pick the fun thing over the over obligations. So to me it and I also I think there is this kind of philosophical question of that I also heard a few times, but most memorably just one time my high school teacher was kind of philosophically talking about happiness, maybe happiness isn't the purpose of life, kind of thing. And I think that kind of, to me, carries an inherent negativity, kind of a devaluing of happiness. But just now, today, I was kind of thinking about something that happened to kind of spill over into kind of stream of thoughts and some insights, I think, about happiness and or what kind of tackle this attitude problem around happiness, I would say. Sorry. So I kind of went to just describe what it was I was thinking. I don't remember very well. I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm able to kind of reproduce the things that I thought for my argument here, but I guess I can say I think there's hypothetically we can say happiness is temporary in the sense that happiness won't always look the same, and holding on to one version of happiness would kind of lead to just I guess, a kind of nihilistic outcome that's like self-defeating. Sorry, like I guess this is most commonly for me, like easily like thought about in terms of relationships, romantic relationships, where kind of there is an idealized sense of this person, like we belong to with each other, kind of, and it's a kind of ideal that's like, I guess, easily requires a lot of faith, maybe. I mean, maybe not necessarily, but I guess for this example, that kind of happiness, like, of having an ideal relationship, can like become negativity when like things change, I guess. And I think that's in that sense, happiness is temporary, but like we can still experience other kinds of happiness, or like happiness from different meanings, kind of thing, new happiness. And that makes me think to the kind of this this kind of this discussion of the way when I was a kid, like hearing happiness is temporary, and like, so like put away the game console kind of thing. Yeah, it's like in that case, I think happiness has a kind of very specific application or meaning, where it easily like leads to this I guess fallacy that like the more games I can play, the more time I can have to play games, or to do do this one activity, or to like be entertained, the happier I'll be, which is, I mean, it's almost like a straw man, like where there's like this like this straw man argument, kind of, I mean, implicit straw man, where if I'm being told that happiness is temporary, and therefore that's being used to like make me do something that, kind of against my will, then my importance is tied to how much my happiness is respected, and because of that, I'm easily attacked by any sort of like symbolic manipulation of like what's called my happiness. And so on the other hand, a temporary enjoyment of like, you know, something like gaming that, you know, just, I guess, kills time. I mean, like, not like not in truth, but just like kind of you know, in this context where I'm supposed, like, you know, where like I'm a kid and I don't want to do my homework and that kind of thing. So if happiness is just what I feel temporarily when I do something that's fun and that's like considered useless, then there's a problem in which I cannot be happy because I cannot do things that are useless all the time. And therefore it just fuck, I don't know, I can't like articulate the logic here. I can't capture it, but like I know that there's like a kind of cognitive like short circuit, or I don't know, like cognitive like fallacy there, like where where I'm kind of made to defend something that's impossible to defend, and where like happiness is kind of like objectified to I don't know, like I don't know, to just make me question my autonomy, maybe. But I think from this perspective now that I have, that like happiness isn't necessarily temporary, in the sense that like it can change, or like it's still possible to experience happiness, maybe not in the same way, but we can still experience happiness. It's like happiness stops kind of being like a yes-no thing. It's more like something that could be maintained, I suppose. And so like I think being kind of cynical, or like I would say like some perspectives are like cynical, and that like I mean it's easy for me to just like pull an example where like maybe some grind set type of, I don't know, like yeah, like some content creator maybe like you know, like advocates a super disciplined life, saying that happiness is temporary, and that having like that philosophical power to limit or decide or limit or like control like how somebody approaches their own what they might allow themselves to do or to think is possible, think what is true and what is not true, what are lies, like because it's so easy to take this like happiness is temporary thing as a kind of like inconvenient truth where like the meaning of happiness is temporary is kind of like not really, it's kind of monopolizing, I guess, if that makes sense. And I was gonna say something, like so I think fuck, I lost my thread.